What am I waiting for? And I'm watching that we pair. Watching that fruit slip away. Sure, it's probably fine. But the screams go on and on and on and on. And oh, wait, what's this in my pocket? Is to be a cheeky little hand grenade. I throw it away, far away. Oh no, wait, that's too far away. It's going straight over a garden fence. That's too far away. It's Reegan, and once again joined by my wonderful co-host Pete.
Hello.
While we dive once again into class, and we will be talking about the episode Nightvisiting, episode 3.
Indeed.
One
of my favourites.
Yes, I think it may be one of mine as well. And we are immediately hit with a tragic dad montage.
I love
flashback.
this song so much.
And do you know what the song's called?
It's called Night.
Yeah, it's called Nightvisiting. Yeah.
It's a really nice montage, to be fair. As far as montage goes, pretty good one.
It's hitting all of the main points. Tanya's mum meeting her father, and then him waiting outside her work.
Yeah. You know, she's just finishing up as a nurse, isn't she? And he runs over with flowers in the rain, and then that's a nice smashed cut to a wedding kiss.
Yeah,
which is very cool.
We also get the shot of Tanya as newborn
in a baby basket.
Yep. Her as a little one.
Yeah. Getting good grades and being very clever.
Yes. Her at the dinner table, I think.
Yeah, with brothers.
Yes.
At this point.
They're older than Tanya, aren't they? They're certainly taller than her. I don't know what the age.
I can't remember. Yeah, I think the brothers are older because I think later on, when they're chatting, they say that we had your brothers first. I think. Either way,
I'm not sure.
Either way, brothers. Yeah, and it's all very nice and lovely.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it's very not lovely.
Because don't we just get that shot where Tanya's crying and you can see the stretcher being taken out
with a very not conforming covering. He would be in a bag, and he's not. He's just got a blue quilt over him. But we know at this point, don't we, from last episode, that Dad had a stroke.
Yeah.
Nearly 2 years ago, and then we get a little text cue saying this is 2 years ago that afternoon.
And it's on the anniversary of
his
passing.
Of Dad's death. And they go to his grave, don't they? And pop some flowers down.
And then I think the last thing before the episode really kind of kicks off is Tanya sitting in her room by herself. Isn't she looking at the picture?
Yeah, she's looking at a picture of her mum and dad in the pool, aren't they? And she gives it a little kiss and essentially says, "I miss you, Dad." Yeah.
And then we get the pan away, and then
we don't even really get that to start with, do we? We get her looking across as that. The way her face drops is very nicely done. Yeah. Like really, really well acted. Yeah, and we're like, oh, there's some shit going down, and then we pan across and Daddy's sitting there.
Has this fucking shithead plant manifested a box seat?
I don't know. I'm not too sure. But either way, whatever he's doing is creepy as fuck.
This is completely unepisode related. Well, technically not, but with where this box seat is positioned, it reminds me of something, and something I only saw quite recently. And I may be calling out people who do this, but I just think this is invoking the opportunity for ghosts. So I went to my dad's place to help move a wardrobe and then swap them around because he lives alone and apparently he needed these two giant Victorian style fucking wardrobes moved to opposite sides of the fucking house. But in his bedroom, he's got like I'm pointing like the fucking audience can see. I don't know how you would describe a chair like that, but like
I don't know, a wooden chair.
Yeah, just a wooden chair with a cushion on it. He's got one of those at a slight angle, but facing his bed.
No, don't do that. No. The fuck is he doing?
Horrific.
Absolutely not. Don't have an empty chair in your bedroom.
No. Yeah.
It needs to be tucked under a table or sat at a desk.
No, just facing the bed.
No. No, that's asking.
Horrific behaviour.
that's asking for a ghost or a terror midnight demon paralysis.
Even at Donna's, where not at the foot of the bed, but against that wall is my work desk where I have a chair. I still tuck that motherfucker under that desk.
That's what
facing
you're supposed
away
to do.
from the fucking bed.
Ooh.
Horrendous. Father, what are you doing?
she's inviting trouble.
Yeah.
Is what she's doing
with her box chair. Unless this plant has in fact manifested it.
I mean, it manifests some clothes.
It did, yeah.
And they're all in this weird beigey, baggy shit.
Yeah. Now the way
he's sitting is creepy.
Oh yeah. It's kind of.
He's a very good actor, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like he's just kind of hunched with his hands on his legs, like it's creepy. He looks like he's a mannequin that's just been plonked.
He looks alien.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even before you see
what he's got attached to his back. Yeah, it's creepy.
I've written a very. It might be the most shit note I've ever written. And I've written some shit notes. What would anyone do in this situation?
Get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
I'd be like, Mom! You see your dead parent.
Yeah. We know later that Mum wouldn't be able to do anything in this moment. But yes, you would. At
this point, I would be climbing into my mum's bed. Be like, Mom! Oh my God! Yeah, no, I'm out of there.
Yeah.
I'm out of there. But I hate ghosts, so I would just not be good. But
because Tanya initially believes that this is a hallucination, that she's just not
like full on
dealing with this terribly well.
I'm not dealing with this very well. Which you would, and it's a very sensible, mature thing to feel.
Even as someone who's seen alien stuff twice, that's still not her immediate jump.
Nah, yeah.
What
would you do?
I mean, it's also quite a loaded question, isn't it? Past Alex, you can't. Because it's like, this is a loved one, isn't it? So what would I do if, I suppose the only one for me would be my late aunt. Yeah, that would be, I think I would probably freeze up.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't.
I mean, to be fair, I'd kind of forgotten the whole point that it's supposed to be a loved one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
I mean, obviously, and this thing feeds off of or is attracted by the energy of the mourning of a particular individual and therefore manifests as such. So, it would. I think I'd probably freeze up in that moment.
Yeah, that's very valid.
Which I know isn't particularly helpful, but
it's a response, isn't it?
Yeah.
Flight, fright, or freeze. I think are the three.
But also, not only is this creature manifesting itself as a departed loved one, but it also claims to be able to alleviate pain simply by the taking of the hand.
Yeah. It's also creepy for it to have invaded her space in that way.
Yes, this is the one place clearly because she looks quite together. That's probably the wrong word. She looks like she's resigned herself to this emotion and she's not being outwardly emotive with it until she's in her safe space by herself in her room.
Yes.
Yeah,
because when they picked her up from the table for the funeral, she wasn't crying at that point.
No.
And she didn't. So yeah, she's clearly taken the time to be strong in the face of her family.
Yeah.
And she hasn't told her friends.
No.
She's gone somewhere where she feels she is safe, and
this
she
thing
is not.
It's bastard weed.
It's just, well, yeah. I mean, the whole thing, especially when you're a kid. I know she's not a kid, but when you are a kid, even to an extent now, your bedroom is where you feel safe.
Absolutely.
And it's like, she's had that completely ripped away from her. So yeah, no wonder she fucking gets out of there.
Yeah. I do love because we're going to face this a lot during this series, I think, in particular, just simply because there's so many characters, but it chops and changes between people.
Yeah.
We do get that little exchange between Quill and I'm going to have to go back to my Mateo.
Mateo, yeah.
Where he knocks on the door and she answers it and she's right. Is the world ending or is this teen angst?
Yeah. And he's like, teen angst's a bit unfair, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, a valid question for someone appearing in the middle of the night.
Is it in the middle of...
I don't know, it's dark, isn't it?
Yeah. Hey, I think I see breath in the air when they're running around outside. This could be 4 in the afternoon. We don't know. And there's a lot of people out and
There's
about.
a lot of people out, to be fair, so maybe it's not quite as late as we think. I don't know. Either way. Still, student rocking up at teachers. I know that their relationship is different because they know what each other are, but it's funny.
And we find out that poor Matteo has been
kicked
out by his family.
By his horribly homophobic family.
Yes.
Yeah.
We get that horrible kind of insight that I think he says specifically that his dad has almost come to terms with Matteo being more interested in men, but he doesn't like the fact that there is a physical boyfriend.
Yeah. It's like as long as he
doesn't have to see it,
it's not real.
Yeah.
So he hasn't really accepted.
No, that's not acceptance at all.
No, he's just said, yeah, that's okay for now until you act on it, and then it's not.
Yeah.
Which is really sad, and happens.
It does, yeah, absolutely.
Really sad. But like, I don't know how well the actor sells it.
What, Matteo?
I don't. I should, but I don't feel sorry for him.
Oh no? Okay.
In a way that, like, I feel emotionally attached to that sorrow. I understand, as a character, that sucks, and I get it. But I don't know if he portrays it very well.
Well, Matteo's at this point kind of resigned himself to he clearly doesn't, and for obvious reasons, doesn't have a very good family dynamic. But I don't think he considers not being with his family a particularly big loss emotionally. Obviously, he's now out of a house, so he's like, I'm a bit stuck here.
And he's not got anything with him.
No.
So
no, but we don't know what that exchange has been like on the parents, whether they've literally shoved him out of the door.
In which case, even if he doesn't think losing his family is a big deal, that would still be quite an adrenaline-filled situation. So, like, I don't know. I just don't feel like it was sold particularly well.
Okay.
And I know Charlie's a weird alien. I was going to say a weird angel, but that's just because Charlie's Angels was riffing in my head there. I know that he is a weird alien. So there was going to be no emotion necessarily, not in the right way, from that character. So I feel like it might have been beneficial to have the human element of that more emotion. I don't know. I just felt like no real empathy for this part of the storyline.
It feels like perhaps the writers just took the time to make that weird exchange between Quill and Matteo. That was the only time they had for that scene, but not, like you say, time to kind of show Matteo properly.
Or maybe they were just like, oh shit, we've got this character, we've got this actor, we need to shoehorn him into a bit more of the episode. Let's have him get kicked out so he happens to be here. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to be involved in this situation.
I'm trying to think of Matteo further into the series. I don't think he's a particularly strong character. I may be wrong. I know that there's a bit of an exchange further down the line between him and Charles where their relationship dynamic is questioned and stretched and stuff.
Yeah, the Meteor episode, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like it was a bit weird. Like, I get what they were trying to do, but I don't think it landed very well.
No, I think Matteo kind of falls into that April side of things where they're not particularly compelling as
they're not
characters.
Yeah.
And it's a shame that, like you say, that they kind of shoehorned Matteo in and just so he had something to do, because this would be better to actually, like, it could have been the focus of a whole episode and we could have had I'm spitballing here, but like a creature that causes, like the meteor, we could have had this as part of that episode, but in a slightly different setting, where the meteor heightens emotions. Therefore, the dad's prejudice in this would be heightened because of, although it's still a organic prejudice that this character clearly still has, it is heightened, and therefore the throwing out suddenly is more logical than just, oh, this happened. And because we didn't see it, as far as we're concerned, it was unprovoked.
Yeah.
Because we already know that there's been confrontation over the...
Well, yeah, because he was shouting when he picked him up for prom,
yeah.
So it's like, if there was any time to be thrown out, surely it was going to be when your boyfriend picked you up for prom.
Not further down the line.
Yeah.
But...
I don't know. I felt like something fell flat.
Yeah.
With all the best will in the world to make that a compelling character element, it didn't.
No, which is a shame.
Yeah.
They dropped the ball on that one.
Yes.
But we are getting different visitations as well, not just Tanya's dad. We're also getting I don't think it's revealed at this point, so I won't say outright, but we get a lady with similar coloured hair turned up in...
And similar, like, sharp features.
Yeah, in Quill's...
Quill's living room, dining room?
I think that's a living room.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I can't remember... Oh, yeah. Tanya does leave the room because she goes and sees that her mum's
Yeah, I think
asleep.
she goes to try and talk to her mum about it, but realises mum's asleep. Mum's clearly a nurse or doctor of some...
Wake her up regardless.
I would wake her up.
Yeah, I feel like...
This is something big.
A bang next door or like something else that's far less concerning may warrant okay, I'll talk to you in the morning or whenever. But no, your fucking dad is...
Yeah,
or a depiction of your dad
is
in the fucking room.
However much you believe it may or may not be real, just get somebody to pop their head in and be like, yeah, there's no one there, mate.
Yeah.
You're okay. Or, oh shit, yeah, no, let's not go in the bedroom anymore. Let's go downstairs. But yeah, we then get that it is a cliched pan down to mum covered in vines and looking completely like... eyes wide, mouth open kind of vibe.
There is a jump scare in this fucking episode, and I fucking hate it each time. To the point of when I was rewatching this.
And I knew it was coming as well. I knew it was coming.
To the point of when I was rewatching the episode, I was looking above the iPad just because I didn't. Yeah. I fucking hate it. It's because there's a third visitation. It's Ram's on a video call with April.
Yeah, because he's been trying to get hold of Tanya to help with homework. Can't get through to her.
We get a little bit of an exchange where he's questioning the various instruments that she has around her room, and she talks about doing some writing and things like that.
Yeah. Because she was playing a song called Nightvisiting as well.
Yes.
You see? I was like, oh.
And there's a tap at Ram's window. To which she's like, oh, well, who cares?
Yeah.
To
Why is that so weird?
Because
like, I'm on the first floor.
Story up, mate. And I think they ignore it initially, and then they continue talking. It happens again, and April's like, you need to go and see what that is.
Yeah, and he's like, I don't need to do anything, bitch.
And it is brilliantly framing the way that they do it, where Ram's standing in front of what this thing is, and it isn't until...
But you can see the vine. You can just about see the vine behind his shoulder, but you can't see what it is.
Yeah, and then he kind of does... reasonably freaks out about what this thing is.
I love that he says, this is not fair.
Yeah, well, fair.
Like,
because he's also saying that to the writers. Yeah, writers,
it's really not.
Bastards.
They've put him through too fucking much right now. But yeah, and then he runs away.
And
you get
there.
Rachel being there, and you get the classic buffering of the video.
Yeah.
And she kind of jolts forward just ever so slightly first. And then the second jolt, she's fucking right there.
Horrible.
I knew it was coming. After the first jolt, I knew it was coming, and it still made me jump.
Hate it.
But what I think is really clever about it, though, as well, her face isn't nasty.
No, she's just curiously
looking, and that is creepy.
Yeah. Don't like.
But then I also feel like they kind of wasted her coming back as well.
They did, because there's Ram immediately bolts.
Ram
has the reasonable reaction and leaves the house.
And then she calls him from the window because he's outside, very sensibly, because Dad's not in.
No, I don't know what Dad...
We don't know where Dad... We never find out where Dad's gone.
Maybe Dad has like a night position.
I think, but Dad's not in, essentially, so Ram doesn't need to worry about the house. But yeah, she calls him from the window, and he's like, absolutely fucking not. And yeets as well.
No, it's like when someone finds a big spider. You can keep the house.
You stay there now. Yeah, but I feel like she could have... I don't know. There would have been something in it for her following them.
Yeah, like a very kind of...
Because I don't know.
Slow walk where she's constantly on the move and stuff like that.
I don't know if we've established at this point that they can fizzle away or whatnot.
Yeah, because we don't know.
But at least her just reappearing somewhere else, because I don't know.
Because we see how these things manifest later on in the episode with Charlie. That's Charles' place.
Yeah.
Where it's like the vine enters, kind of rests, and then starts to build
whatever it is. Yeah.
So maybe they can't really move
past
the thing, unless they kind of ravel it up behind them and then
like
an extension cord.
I just feel extension cord. I just feel like maybe it's because they did put him through quite a lot last episode, but I feel like it was a bit of a cheap.
Yeah, they were just they're trauma dumping on Paul Ram.
But then I suppose
they needed a reason for him to be out and about to then start to get people together and
the amount of vines that there are sprawling over the city, it was reasonable that they would go. I think I would have been even more pissed off if they didn't have her appear, but I just think like the way they did it could have been a bit. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm really shitting on this show, but I really like it.
That's what we do on this show. Yeah. We do find like faults. Like it's never going to be. There are parts of Doctor Who that I think I'll never tear apart.
Yeah, there are pristine
certain episodes that are just. I was thinking about one quite recently actually, and I was thinking this is just the source. I'm not sure. Maybe we'll get back to that at some point. Yes. So we do. I think this is very bad writing where we get some strange nonsense as to why what is then revealed to be Quill's sister isn't a weird tree bird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, these vines, they know what people like, therefore we would manifest ourselves as what the people look like, although we then home in on what people are.
Yeah, it's very...
Because presumably Quill would never have seen this cunt as this cunt. So
yeah, no, that's why she doesn't recognise her in the first place.
Yeah, so what?
Like, it was just a way of getting out of
doing the makeup.
Yeah,
which is a shame because that little snapshot that we see in episode 1, those are some cool designs.
There's some great designs. That's all we ever fucking see.
That is a shame. Yeah, I think it is.
I don't think we see it again.
No, I don't think so.
Which is ridiculous. It's sad, but. Yeah, it's fucking lazy. But to be fair, the actress does a very good job of being a little bit creepy.
Yeah, they all do.
Yeah. We essentially find out that this is Quill's sister.
And we get the name drop, I think, to what this thing is called. I've written it down, but I don't know if I'm going to pronounce it correctly. Lankin, yes.
Yeah. But we also get a name drop of Quill, don't we? Anthrea. I think her name is Anthrea.
Oh, okay.
Which is why Quill's like, everybody that knows that name is dead. Do you want to be fucking dead? But yeah, the Lankin, because we're chopping between Quill and Sis and Tanya and Dad as they're kind of briefly explaining what they are. The fact that the Lankin can absorb souls. And Quill's like, Quills don't have souls.
Oh yeah, that's the end. They believe that the soul dies upon body death.
Yeah. Yeah, and Quill's sister's like, But yeah, essentially they're souls that connect to the Lankin.
They give off some kind of eternal energy.
And then, you can join with each other after death. And they keep going on about how big the universe is.
It's very Warhammer 40k. I've recently been, although I don't like to indulge in these too much because they're giving views to something that's AI generated and that fucking sucks. But there's a channel that's been doing a lot of lore dumping and they do these beautiful, annoyingly probably AI pieces that are like these oil paintings of the Warhammer 40k landscapes and things like that over certain topics on Warhammer. So things like for the Warhammer fans out there, what it's like to get taken over by Slaanesh and what it's like to be a space marine in Warhammer 40k, but also what it's like to be in a Tyranid invasion. I don't know if you know anything about the Tyranids. Just basically, what's the best kind of descriptive? Like my depiction of the Yearning.
Okay.
An invasion of those. Okay. But then there's bigger ones that just they're just big teeth, crocodile, dinosaur, alien creatures. But what they tend to do is they land on a planet and they'll eat everything, and then they'll get digested into fluid and then sucked back into their ships. And it's just basically they eat and gain nutrients and then build themselves up from the things they've eaten and things like that.
Oh. Okay.
But from the descriptive, it's written as like this is almost like bliss because you become part of a greater hive. And in the Warhammer 40k, and it is this is probably part of my work depression because it really brings to light what it's like to just be a cog in the machine in like an office space. And it's like, yeah, this sounds fucking amazing. Sign me up. It's like you can just become part of like this heavenly host mind where all your problems are just faded away, and you have a greater appreciation for the galaxy and for life in general, and you get to visit all these beautiful places and things like that. And that's when you get eaten, you get like injected with this fluid that essentially is like bliss. So you are I was about to be really gross then. You are having the best time whilst getting digested.
Okay.
And those are the kind of parallels that I made with the Lankin.
Yeah.
That although it looks very grim, it's supposedly quite a
wonderful thing.
Wonderful thing to be part of. And so as you said earlier, Ram leaves the house and you get the full extent of the plant vines going from building to building.
Yeah.
We get Mateo's confession to Charles.
We do.
And I don't think that's written bad.
I don't think it's too bad, to be fair.
Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, because he's literally just pouring his whole heart and soul out right now. And yeah, to be fair, I think that exchange is quite nice because he's saying, I don't care that you're alien.
No,
I knew that you were weird, and all of your strangeness is it's very comforting. It's nice.
For whatever reason, we now suddenly have, whenever Tanya's dad blinks, this weird kind of
horrible noise,
which we didn't have before.
Yeah.
But I do, as a sound effect, I like it.
It's a great sound effect. I wonder if we didn't hear it before because Tanya was just taking everything at face value at that point. And
she's
now
the audience surrogate, so
now she's starting to be a bit like,
yeah, we're picking out on this,
and we're seeing more of what's on his back at this point as well. Whereas beforehand, we pretty much just had a
front-facing
shot. So I don't know. I could be wrong, but I think they added it as was starting to.
The sound effect guy wasn't like shit.
Oh shit! Fuck. Yeah, the editor's like
that sound.
Yeah, and they're both of them. Him and Quill's sister are just trying to convince them to take their hand, aren't they? At this point, I think we're at that point.
Yeah, and we get further down the questioning and things like that. But I think this is also being intercut with a moment where Ram witnesses what happens when you take one of these things. Holy fucking Christ. Surely that man's arms should have just been torn from their sockets.
Yeah, there is no way.
He gets Looney Tunes away.
Yeah, that bit made me jump as well because they had that very loud stinger music. That was like awful. He just literally, it's a old guy, isn't it? Talking
with
to his older mother.
Yeah. He's saying all the things I should have said, and and
finally takes her hand and just gets yeeted out of nowhere. At which point do we then smash cut back to Dad, who's going?
Oh yeah, because he's like, oh, that didn't taste so good.
That didn't taste quite as good as we
anger
wanted.
And
more anger than pain.
Yeah.
You
also see the tree thing kind of bulge and squish around because it's taking on this energy. We get a bit of an exchange with Mateo and I keep on forgetting his fucking name.
Charlie boy.
Charles. For Charles, that love is a practical term. It's almost business-like. That on Charles's home planet, and there's a bit of a altercation there, but then he kind of takes it back. Like,
he's like, no.
I'm trying. This is me like saying, I'm sharing everything with you. It's not.
Yeah, because it's interesting. I quite like that. Mateo's gone. Do you actually have love on your planet?
Yeah, it's a fair thing to check.
It's a nice thing to check.
Yeah.
So and when he does explain it as a difference between the love business element and the wish of wanting to be with somebody.
Yeah.
And that his parents didn't think he was wishable for anybody. Which is really fucking sad.
Yeah.
For Mateo to be like, oh no, that's okay. And then for them both to realise, oh wait, we're not Yeah, because at one point Mateo was like, "Wait, so you don't want to?"
Yeah.
So he double checks, which I think is nice. And then the fact that they both are then like, no, we actually do want this, which is really really nice, I think. Because it is a weird situation to navigate.
That is fair. We get a little bit more of an exposition dump from these tree things that souls can never be forced; they have to be persuaded.
Yes, which surely is just a subtler form of forcing, right?
Yeah.
I get it though. Essentially, it means that we can't grab you; you have to touch us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that these creatures are such a fascinating.
They're a really
premise.
cool concept.
Really cool. I always love it when Doctor Who does something that plays off of emotion, whether it's a creature that's made from it or benefits from it.
Yeah.
Because obviously it's even today it's such a complex and vastly still very misunderstood or not understood at all. Part of our makeup.
Yeah.
As a species.
Yeah.
So to have a sci-fi show take it on as a focus is always really fascinating.
It is very cool. And to spin it in ways that you don't expect.
It's something that I don't even know what era we sit in now, but especially I suppose this was part of original reboot Who.
Yeah.
It's something that is always done rather well when compared to classic Who, when it was always just monster of the week. We come to destroy you, defeat us stuff. So yeah, this is where we get a bit more of this manifestation of Tanya's dad trying to persuade her with the story of Puddle and where that kind of comes from.
Yeah, because she's essentially Scooby-Dooing him at this point, isn't she? She's like, you need to, if I'm going to trust you, I've not had good alien experiences recently. I need you to convince me.
And she does know at this point that this thing is alien, because hasn't she seen?
I think she's assumed at this point.
But even then, she's like, but this might be not terrible. This might just be...
Yeah, because he's essentially said to her, the universe is huge. There are good things out there.
Yeah. Which I think that's also quite a nice thing to explore as a premise, because obviously in Doctor Who, we have to almost always have an antagonist of the week.
Yeah.
And it's usually always the alien. And they are usually depicted as...
big and scary.
Yeah. And that's something that Torchwood did wonderfully. I love that exchange from Susie in the very first episode when she's like, oh, is this what we always get? It's just all the shit, isn't it? We don't get to see the beautiful stuff.
Yeah. Because the beautiful stuff's just living out peacefully and doesn't want to interfere in anything. It's always the bad stuff.
There's a very strange series of shots of Ram running, and it's the feet shots.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's such a minor thing, but I just thought it didn't look right the way that his or whatever person's feet that were moving.
I don't know. Is it just a weird shot, or is it an attempt to remind you that one of his legs is weird?
Oh, maybe. I think you might be making excuses for...
I think I might just
poor
be
camera work or poor
directing. Camera work.
But no, that could be.
Because I wasn't too sure either, because again, when I watched it, I was a bit like, what's the... no, something's not quite right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
dodge.
That could be a fair reason.
And he's seeing a lot of people...
Well, this actually leads into my immediate next note. This seems like a Doctor level threat.
Honestly, literally, when I was rewatching it, I was like, "Wait a bit, yeah, exactly the same thing." Like when it did that first pan out to all of the vines fucking all over the city, I was a bit like, "Yeah, this isn't a little thing."
The Doctor has dealt with far less,
and surely, some sort of news crew has picked this up.
Yeah,
someone's filmed this and put it online, and it's gone beep 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 beep.
Surely a police car, which we know they just patrol out and about. They don't just all sit in a depot and don't ever go out.
No, someone
has radioed in.
This. Why is it up to high school kids? I get that the Doctor's like, you kids are looking after. I can't be everywhere at once. It is almost like, the Torchwood-esque, the Doctor isn't always here.
Yeah. But in Torchwood, they at least deal with it in a way where it feels contained and...
Yes.
It doesn't feel world-ending as such.
Yeah, but
to the most part,
the world is ending. I think Ram even says it when he calls April. He's like, "Yeah, the world's ending right now."
And you can counter that by being like, okay, Alex, but what about Children of Earth? But then Gwen makes the point, and that's the whole crux of
the whole crux of it is that he would be fucking humiliated to be seen with people.
But there's nothing in this episode that shows humans being particularly awful as a reason why the Doctor wouldn't be there.
At this point, humans are being as human as they can possibly be, and thinking, yeah, actually, no, I do want my pain taken away. Thank you very much. Yeah. Oh shit. Wait. Bleh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It almost feels like this should have been
a final.
Maybe, but also I know they needed a way to connect class to Doctor Who, but I feel like they should have more faith in their project and maybe had the Doctor turn up in this episode.
Yeah, actually.
This episode still could have been where it sits in the series, but I feel like
yeah.
Just maybe to lend some gravitas to it.
Yeah, or even twice. What's the problem?
I mean, I'll bring Capaldi in as many times as you want, but
yeah, like. Yeah, something about it was off, and I was like, this should be needing help for.
It's funny though what you said. This is one of my later notes, so we'll talk about it now. That someone should have said something. Someone has. You know who it is? It's the bus companies, because there's that shot that there's
the delayed flashings,
where they're all cancelled, and so the bus depot has been informed, but.
The bus have been like, oh shit.
Yeah, so this is it's pretty much my next note. This seems like not. I know that exposition dumps are good sometimes, but this doesn't seem like the time that April and Ram should stop in the fucking street and start chatting.
Not at all.
We should be getting the crew together and figuring out. This is not the time for her to sit down and start talking about what happened with her.
Because what are they doing at this point? They're not even trying to get to Tanya at this point, are they? Because
they haven't
established that that's where the trouble is.
But at least they've understood that this is quite a widespread thing. Where are they going?
Where are they going?
And even without establishing that Tanya is the one where most of this is kind of homed in on. You'd still probably be like, okay, well, let's try and get to everyone who we know could be of help.
Weird shit here.
Yeah.
At least be trying to get to Quill and Charlie's or Tanya's. Yeah, it's weird. I don't understand I can't remember if they actually explicitly state what they're doing or where they're going.
Either way, it just seems like a bizarre shoehorning in for what we then get in the next episode.
Neither of these two. I mean, maybe they are stupid. She's definitely stupid, but Ram has shown himself to be a bit more capable, and yet they're just sitting in a bus stop. And she just does a massive, quite harrowing.
Oh yeah, it's a horrific story that she describes to him.
Yeah.
So for those who haven't seen the episode, and again, what the fuck are you doing listening to us? But thanks. Don't go anywhere. She describes that her father before her was a folk singer, but drank quite heavily and was obviously quite depressed.
Yeah.
And as a suicide attempt, while herself and her mum were in the car, he attempted to drive the car off of a verge or something.
Yeah. Is it off a bridge?
Oh, okay.
I can't remember.
No, it couldn't have been off a bridge because all of them would be fucking dead.
He did something stupid.
Yeah, I think he just tried to like drive off a verge or something and maybe like hit a wall badly or something.
Can't remember. Bad driving.
Yeah.
Bad.
And
and
her mum was paralyzed, but she was fine in the back seat.
Yeah, unhurt. And the way she said it, I can't remember. But it sounded like she didn't quite believe that he was doing a suicide attempt.
Yeah.
Especially because he went to prison. Obviously, you're endangering other people's lives, which would suggest it. But surely if you were depressed enough to try and commit suicide with your family in your car, prison is not the best place for you to be. Surely like a rehab.
Well, yeah, but as I know,
the way she said it was kind of like she didn't quite believe that he was attempting suicide only. Don't know. It's weird.
Well, I mean, to your comment about the better place for him, yes, but I suppose as the justice system works, because he attempted an endangered endangered human.
Yeah.
Well, that's
Possibly.
a difficult one because throughout the investigation, if it was a suicide attempt, he wasn't specifically targeting them.
No,
they
true.
were just unfortunately there at the time when he decided he couldn't go any further.
Yeah, true.
But it would have been I don't know what the charge would have been, but it sounds rather what's the term? It doesn't sound like it does justice to the crime and the traumatic event, but like just driving carelessly and endangering life.
Yeah, reckless endangerment or something, isn't
Yeah.
it? Yeah. Either way, not particularly nice gent.
No.
From the sounds of things.
So.
But yeah, and don't they? Is this a kiss point?
Yes.
Yeah. So she's
I haven't even written it down because it's so fucking out of nowhere.
She info dumps on him.
Yeah.
He goes to kiss her. I can't. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he goes to kiss her.
No, I think she goes to kiss him.
Does she kiss him? Either way, they kiss, and he doesn't pull away.
No.
And this, again, can't be much further on from Endgame girlfriend.
No.
And he's literally just seen dead girlfriend, and he's kissing another girl with no hesitation. It's odd.
Kissing for me is a very kind of, you only do this during certain interactions. However, I can see on occasion a kiss being used as like a comforting thing, sharing during a traumatic event as a form of comfort in a purely monogamous fashion. However, we know that April's not coming at it like that.
Yeah.
So my point is mute. But
and
simply
this is a kind of tongues on board kiss, isn't it?
Oh, okay.
From the looks of things.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was quite a
okay.
kiss. It's not. This is not a comforting kiss.
Okay.
From what I remember.
Okay.
I don't think it's a comforting kiss.
Fair. Okay.
Then
no.
Either way,
not good.
I don't think it's good at this point.
Yeah, I've just written here.
Unnecessary.
No, Ram and April together, not Ram and Tanya. But then to our earlier point, it is nice to have friends who are close and not in a
relationship. Yeah.
Setup.
I just feel this one came completely out of the blue. There was no lead up or build up to this.
Especially because in the episode, 2 episodes prior, April was having eyes for Charlie.
Oh yeah, but then she found out he was gay. So she dropped that like a ton of bricks.
Well, yeah, but then to immediately then migrate to someone else.
Yeah,
it's like...
I know. Into somebody who historically has not been very nice to any of them.
No.
Like, even, prior to the series starting, we realise he's a bit of a twat.
Yeah.
And yeah, so what the fuck? What the fuck, April?
Okay, so this is a bit of a weird note that I've written, but you'll have to bear with me. Are you telling me that between Cold Hill School and Tanya's flat, which we've seen from the establishing shots is quite a distance, there isn't someone that's going through a greater period of grieving than her? Yeah. Because we've established that this trunk thing has homed in on her as the greatest source of grieving in the closest proximity to the butthole in time.
Yep. There is no way that the 2-year anniversary of a father's death has not been outshadowed
by something in a closer radius.
Yeah. Somebody's mum would have died. Somebody's child would have died.
Yeah.
There is too much going on in the world for that to be it.
But I suppose for the crux of the episode.
Yeah.
I do love, because this is we've missed out a complete exchange between Quill and her sister, where her sister's egging her on to have some kind of fight.
Oh yeah.
And then Charlie and Mateo come downstairs, and she's like, "Oh, fine. This is the bit where I was saying, like, oh, you're finally here now. I can."
Oh yeah.
And she kind of
we've missed something slightly.
Yeah.
From before they come downstairs. They've obviously shagged, but then we also get
the tentacles are kind of
the tentacles and the apparition of Charlie's parents.
But not Charlie's. Well, not really. They kind of do
his human parents.
Yeah, but it doesn't quite happen, does it? Because they kind of look all faded and ghostly, and then they're gone. So what actually happened there? Is it like the plants are like, ooh, and then he looks away and they're like, no, straight out the door? Because we see them actually come in. So this isn't him
we see
hallucinating.
No,
they actually come in and fake out him.
I suppose he's...
I know that we then find out later on that his bond with them wasn't all that strong, so the plants can't then manifest. They've attempted to, and this is what they're struggling to do, why they look all hazy and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's still quite a quick, like, ooh.
I don't know. Maybe because they hadn't finished manifesting?
Oh, it's like a we can't be seen thing. Don't look at us.
The connection isn't
don't look at us. We're naked. We haven't yet manifested.
I don't know. Weird though.
Yeah.
Very weird. But yeah, they decide to come back down from their love nest.
I do love the exchange just before them where Charles is like, "Did you see that? Those are my parents." And Mateo says, "Do you often see your parents after sex?"
After sex, yeah. Dodgy.
Yeah.
He's come downstairs, hasn't he? With Mateo, and she's gone, "Oh, finally you're here."
And
now you're in danger. I can actually do something about it.
And I think she kicks her sister down, or...
Oh, yeah, she hiya.
Yeah, she does a third doctor, Akia.
Because she's offered her a gun, isn't she?
Oh, yes.
Because, they're trying to convince her to take her hand via the gun, because she's like, we know you're grieving, and you can do something about it. Ta-da! Which is not the whole spin of the Lankin anyway, so she's a bit suspicious of that. She's like, surely you just said, our souls would have enough time to say goodbye. Now you're telling me I can do a murder. So what the fuck?
I'm Quill and I will do a murder.
I will do the murder if you tell me to.
But this is awfully sus.
But yeah, she kicks her down and basically just stands on her back, doesn't she?
Yeah.
And says to Charlie, go and get a knife. Oh no, wait.
Go get two.
Like, why does she want two knives?
Because she's going to cut this bitch up.
But then she can't do it anyway, does she? Because when he does come back with the utensils that he brings, a screwdriver and some... What does he have?
I don't know.
Secateurs.
Why doesn't this place have... What, is it just because of Quill being a loose cannon that they don't have any sharp implements in the house?
No, because she said, I told you to bring knives, and Charlie went, I don't like knives. So he chose not to go to the kitchen and bring knives.
Bastard.
And then, she then reveals that she can't use them anyway, because they're considered weapons, so he has to stab her.
Yeah. Straight in the fucking hand.
Anyway, I think I've skipped quite a bit.
No, I don't think you have. That was my next note, was just that quote of get the knife or no go to. I didn't actually know this, which is mental seeing as I'm in a folk band, but I didn't realize that night visiting is actually a whole genre of folk music, supposedly.
Yeah.
I've been to many a folk jam, and I mean, this is pretty much testament to the people I sing with, but it usually is just songs about death as opposed to people coming back to visit. There's an individual that I admittedly I haven't been for a while, but we used to do this thing where we would try and outsing each other on death count. So we'd start pretty low.
Brilliant.
But then my highest one is the Halifax disaster. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh God, yeah, no, I do and I don't. Like, if you say the Halifax disaster, I know that is a thing. But
I think it's. I'm trying to remember because I think it is. The date is actually said in the song. In early December 1917. There's two ships in Halifax Harbour, and one of them's carrying just a fuck ton of explosives.
Yeah.
And just collides with another boat.
Yep.
And
I remember.
The crew, I think it is the crew of the Halifax town of the ship. They're a French crew. Yeah. So they're running, because they know what's going to happen with the payload. They're running and rowing to shore and stuff, but no one in the town understands any French, so they don't understand what's going on.
Yeah.
And yeah, this bomb this now bomb goes off like a fucking atomic bomb.
Yeah. And
just decimates half the town. And I think the song says over 2,000 souls.
Yeah. It was something that large, wasn't it? Yeah, which is fucking terrifying.
Mental. But yeah, then he usually then throws out some bullshit of like 4,000 people who died in some battle, and that's how I lose that.
Bastard.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't. I think now knowing this, I might, because I feel like Visitation songs must be beautifully harrowing.
Yeah.
There must be some pretty
creepy ones out there as well. But yeah.
That might be something to explore.
Yeah.
Especially because I might be doing an episode of Reegan focusing quite heavily around, I think we talked about it during our last show.
Yeah.
Around possible spirits of the sea and sirens and things like that, singing old folk songs. I've even talked to certain people about who would be singing it, and I think I want Donna and Katie to do like a duet.
That would be so nice.
Katie's done stuff for the audiobook as well. For those who have listened to the third episode, she played the mother of the deceased young girl who gets run down by Reegan's fucking Tardis. Yeah, so I do like the comment from Quill. No one disgraces the memory of my sister by trying to make her nice.
Yeah, because sisters faded away at this point, and like into a squelchy mess.
Yeah, and then gone back out the window.
Yeah, because essentially what Quill and that have found out is that this thing isn't as nice as it's saying it is.
Yeah,
because she's pretty much just said, "Yeah, your species is really tasty."
And doesn't she say something like, "I found the
Oh yeah, essentially it doesn't matter what you do to this limb of the tree. I've found what I want.
Which dumb fucking plant. Don't tell them that, because then that's going to kick them into action.
Literally, because it does, doesn't it? Because he then rings. Well, he tries to ring Tanya, who doesn't answer. Or does he try to ring Tanya, or does he just ring April straight away?
I don't know, but we do get that lovely moment where they're leaving, and then Charles is like, "Oh, Mateo lives here now."
Oh yeah. Quill, to give her a do, is like, "Yeah, okay, whatever."
Yeah, she's like, "Yeah,
I don't give a shit." But yeah, at this point, I think as well, Ram and April have figured out that they need to get to Tanya.
Yeah, because I think they've gone to the school initially and seen the larger branch.
Yes, coming out of the rip.
Yeah.
And going, oh, that heads towards Tanya's house.
Yeah.
And then going, oh, wait, yeah, shit, it's the 2-year anniversary of Dad's death.
I do love, I think it's the line from Tanya's dad, humanity is a species that is so in love with closure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And the whole premise of this creature is fascinating. And I definitely won't be using in a audiobook. So I do love there's that moment where everyone's like hell-bent on getting to Tanya's place, and they're trying to cut through the vines. We see that earlier bit where I think it's outside of Ram's house. Ram attempts to remove a bit on top of a car, and you see it kind of knits itself
back together.
While they're all kind of trying to slice their way through the branches, she's not, and she's looking around, and I've just written, man, Quill's got that look in her eye of like, man, I need a bus.
I need a something.
I don't know if it's a lie from this creature, but there is that little bit of exposition that this plant can only consume a certain amount.
Yeah. I don't know if it... I feel like it would be weird to be a lie. Because it's a weird thing to lie about. Because surely you'd be like, I can eat everything.
I can't remember. I think it might actually be when Ram and April burst in and try to drag her away, and then Tanya's dad karate chops them away and ties them up.
Yeah.
And then she's saying, "Oh, you'll let them go." And then I think that might be where he says, "Only I can only consume a certain amount."
Oh yeah, I think it might be. Yeah.
Maybe, don't know. Tanya does finally touch the hand and starts to be pulled in.
Yep. And it's quite sweet that Ram kind of throws himself against her, even though he's completely covered in these vines.
Yeah.
He still tries to push her away, and he's leaning like against her legs and stuff, I think.
And the visualization of this is quite cool, where you've kind of got them forcing against one another, and Tanya's getting wrapped up in the vines.
Yeah.
It's a better version. Well, there's another scene that comes to mind from the Whovian universe. It's the battle between Owen and Death in the hospital.
Oh yeah.
When they're in a similar kind of lock, but whenever I've shown anyone that episode, they just laugh, and I understand because it just looks really weird. Him like pirouetting around with this skeleton boy.
Yeah, it does. But I think it does do it better than this one.
And Tanya starts to give it more than just her sorrow and her grief.
Yeah,
she gives it her anger.
Her anger at the fact that her dad got a stroke.
Is that where that's coming from?
Where is it? I don't know. I think it's probably a bit of that, and also, how dare you use my father?
Well, yeah, I think that's how I took it.
Yeah. I thought it was a bit of anger at the fact that her dad died in the first place, and that how unfair that is.
Yeah. I mean, I've seen other characters explore that and explicitly. So I don't know. That's not. Well, it's interesting that was.
Yeah, I don't think that she's angry at her dad for dying.
No, but just that it's an unfair situation.
Unfair situation. Yeah, but yeah, the fact that she does then scream it, doesn't she? Like, how dare you use?
Yeah.
Don't you use my dad?
And it does initially. It goes all green and then gets forced back.
Didn't like that.
No.
Nah.
Is it just like that kind of like over the top? Oh, it looks sick because we made it green.
It really did. Like it. I just had.
We didn't need that. We could have had more like
pustules
bursting off of the
or just
trunk.
The physicality of
do some physical body
puppet.
acting.
Yeah.
Like do some really kind of like clicking and clacking and maybe like
or just
speed
hanging
up the
a bit. Like because obviously he's got that vine in his back, so you could have had the fact where he was kind of like hanging there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel like the color was cheap.
Fair. No, it's fair.
I apologize.
we can still tear apart these episodes that are good,
even the ones we like. Yeah. But yeah, essentially he is all sick and then starts to do that bloody stupid evil laugh. Because at this point his voice has gone funky as well, isn't it? Like he doesn't sound like Dad anymore.
No, he's got the kind of croakily
evil voice. Yeah.
And I think this is the moment where we get the reveal of where
Quill's gone.
Oh man.
Yeah, because he's essentially said, "You've weakened me, you've poisoned me, but it's not enough. I'm still fucking around."
Yeah.
And then yeah.
Oh my god.
And Mateo's like, "Where did she get that?"
And doesn't Charles say she's resourceful?
She's resourceful. Yeah. How does she know how to drive a bus?
A bus is that hard to drive?
I don't know.
It's just like a car.
I don't even know if she knows how to drive a car, though, does she?
True. I don't know if we ever see her drive a car in the series.
Either way, I'm impressed.
Yeah. Maybe there was like an exchange where she just wandered up to someone, like just shoved them against the wall, and it's like basics now.
Basics
please.
of bus, please. Thank you. I need your bus. But yeah, just thankfully, the big old branchy beam is across a road.
Yeah.
That is easily accessible by bus.
And we get this very kind of Looney Tunes style whoop, 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 out of the window as the bus
smashes the window up.
Yeah. And he gets yanked out of it.
Yeah. And a very bad CGI fall.
The initial pullout is fine. It's the fall away that's bad.
Yes. Yeah.
Just get a mannequin. Literally.
Or
we've seen him go out the window. We don't need to see the plumber.
We don't need to see him fall to the floor.
Because they didn't even commit to the impact.
No.
So don't show
a semi-falling element. Yeah. No.
There is something that comes to mind, and I'm sorry, this is just the way my mind works. It's not Doctor Who, but it's something that's equally egregious. The Ahsoka series.
Oh right, yeah.
Have you seen this?
I have now. Yes.
So I think it might be the last episode when Huyang and Ahsoka are flying to join Ezra and Sabine, and they're flying low, and I think the ship's been hit or whatever. So she opens out the ramp.
Yeah.
And she jumps out, and there's a shot where she hits the ground and tucks and rolls. I don't know if you thought it.
Yeah.
It looks like shit.
It
looks so
really
fucking
bad.
awful, and I don't know why.
I
don't know.
Can't put my finger on it.
No, because it shouldn't be. I'm not saying that I could animate to that level.
No, but
if you can do the stuff they did in the rest of the fucking series, it's not running. As someone who's done 3D animation, the most complex thing you can do is a running animation. You were doing tuck and roll. That should have just been in a simple like impact with ground, continue motion roll. But it looked like absolute horseshit.
It doesn't look good.
I don't know why they weren't like, as a studio, see that and just like it. We saw her jump out. We don't need as in this. Yeah. We don't need the connecting shot of her hitting the ground. No. We're not like babies. We don't see her leave. It's like, well, she must be gone.
Yep, she's gone now. She's gone away from our imagination. She doesn't exist.
Sorry, I just had to throw in that Star Wars reference.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he gets pulled out the window and hits the ground and disintegrates
into a weird maggoty mess for a bit. He doesn't disintegrate in the same way as the other one.
No,
but I suppose he's the big limb.
Yeah,
but
and then apparently that means all of them die.
All of the vines just get sucked back into the.
Suddenly, we get some RTD2 style writing. Yeah, where this is like the easiest fix.
Just reverse.
I hate the ending for this. I don't think it should have been that easy. I feel like this should almost have been a two-parter.
Yep.
Because it was just so quickly.
Yeah. What we were saying before, the threat is huge.
Yeah.
And then it's just gone.
And it makes this creature seem really weak, because it was saying like, oh, the more people we take on, the stronger we get. Well, apparently not. Because
you've got like half of London.
Yeah, but one big vine gets taken down, and that's it.
If you've only got one big vine, protect it.
Yeah, wrap that shit up. Don't make a literal wall or tunnel of vines.
There's no way in the amount of time that this creature has been doing that something hasn't threatened it before.
Yeah.
Get a defense mechanism. There's no way that every single person that you've approached, every single being that you've approached has accepted hands without fighting. There's no way that this gang of Coal Hill students has been the first battle you've experienced. Weird.
How now? So we this is kind of intertwined with my next couple of points, but Tanya's mum comes into the room, and then so I guess she's heard the noises and stuff, and it's like, what the hell's going on? How in the fuck is Tanya going to explain the absence of her fucking window?
Yeah, and the fact that these people are in her house.
I'm really sad that we don't get that exchange.
Yeah,
because that's bad writing, because it's never brought up.
Never.
And
we've established that her mum is strict as shit.
Yeah.
So why is she not ripping into her for having other people in the building in the middle of the night?
Yeah.
And now the window. It's lazy again. It's lazy again. It doesn't need to be anything like concrete and fixable. Just have her look over her shoulder and be like, "Where the fuck's the window?"
It could have been a fun comedy beat.
Yeah. Where's your window?
Not the half-baked explanation that we get that's semi-used as a comedy beat by Quill, where it's like, oh, everyone forgets, and Quill's like, well, yeah, that's convenient.
Literally, yeah. It's like she's taking a dig at her own bad writing.
Yeah.
At this point,
it's just I understand that when you do this is the problem of doing, and it's something that again I've been trying to steer away from as when I'm writing a story, is doing this world-ending or city-ending event.
Yep.
And then being scared to have consequences for it.
Yeah. Because like as well, this creature didn't do anything with regards to memory. It was about emotion.
Yeah.
If it was a memory wiping or memory utilizing creature, I can understand that if people had been held against it, its release would maybe have flooded it with some sort of, I don't know. But the way Charlie's like, oh, maybe that's why it, what it does to make sure it can come back and feed again. It wipes memories. That's what he says.
Yeah, he does, yeah.
There was no establishment of the fact that that's what this creature can do. So it's just lazy. Just have the consequence of people going, oh, that was fucking horrible.
Yeah, I mean, we've already established in this world that apparently students aren't going to say anything.
Yeah.
And teachers or whatever. So it makes sense that...
What in this time period? What in the world of Doctor Who at this point?
Yes.
Are we in a London where
alien
invasions are legit?
I don't know, because isn't this during the Matt Smith era where just everything suddenly forgot? Because that's why...
It's not in the Matt Smith era because we've got Capaldi.
No. I'm saying there's a point when...
Sorry.
When everything's kind of forgotten.
Oh, shit.
And that then takes away things like the Stolen Earth and things like that from people's memory.
Oh, yeah.
I think there is a point where it's all reverted back. I can't remember why. And
maybe
what kind
that
of prompts
is it then.
that.
Yeah, I can't. I just feel
But
like...
even then...
Again, we understand that Doctor Who is set in, a lot of the time, in London.
/ Cardiff.
/ Cardiff. Just have it in it's not a real universe. Have it... exactly like what you said. Have a consequence.
Yeah. And I hate it.
This is a sci-fi program. We will allow it to have a consequence.
As much as I still love... sorry, that sounded loaded. I will always love Russell T Davies, although his most recent writing hasn't been the strongest compared to some of the earlier stuff he did.
But it was very rushed this time, wasn't
it? Yeah. But especially in this most recent era, he has been absolutely petrified of consequence.
Yeah.
And it's so disappointing. I mean,
if you're not brave enough to write these stories with a consequence, don't write these stories. Write simpler, grounded stories.
It's okay. We don't need always a world-ending event.
No.
To be the crux of the episode. So, some of the best Doctor Who stories have always been these ones that are on a far smaller scale. Blink, Midnight. They're contained little things that still have a huge gravitas to them.
To those individuals.
But yeah, they don't... And there are consequences because those individuals remember or die and stay dead or stuff like that. But yeah, just... And again, it's something that I'm wanting to steer away from. I want there to be consequence for the stuff that I write.
What's the point in having like a cautionary tale?
Yeah.
Like the Doctor's, most of the Doctor stories are cautionary tales.
Yeah.
What's the point if nothing actually bad happens? All the best fairy tales have like cautionary elements where something bad happens, and that is your consequence, and people learn from it.
Yeah.
You can't expect people to, Doctor Who has always been full of political messages and stuff, and we know that, but you can't expect people to actually like learn from it if there's no consequence. Getting deep.
No, it's fair. It really is, and it's a shame that this is the way that this episode ends. But it is. I think we've got a little bit left of notes.
Just a bit of character relations, isn't it?
Yeah. What's up with Quill's gun drawer that she suddenly has?
With her broken gun?
Yeah. But that's not the gun that the Shadow... I thought the Shadow King like full on eviscerated the gun that like stamped on it, didn't he?
If she's a good enough warrior, she's going to have more than one gun, isn't she?
Yeah, but then that doesn't explain the freak out that she has over this supposed first one and only gun getting destroyed in the first episode.
Good point. Well made. I don't know. I hadn't put two and two together.
It just looked like it felt to me like a very odd thing to have suddenly.
Yeah.
And then to be like, but in the earlier episode, you were acting like this was the only gun you had.
Unless she was just being a very good actor in front of Charlie.
Maybe.
But that's not.
Then why not? Why have it in a public drawer in your house that you share?
I don't know. I hadn't really thought about that. But yeah, she's got it, hasn't she?
Yeah.
Got a gun.
But we do get quite a nice scene with Tanya and
her mum.
Yeah, and also the picture as well.
Yeah,
where it feels like Tanya finally has
a bit of closure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
that's pretty much. Ram in April. He's like, "I'll walk you home," and she went, "No, mate, I'm not glass."
Oh yeah, and then he says something like,
"I hope you come night visiting."
Does he say that?
Or something like that. Whenever you want a night visit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Yeah, no, mate, don't.
And she's like, no thanks. And he's like, I didn't mean it like that. But yeah, he's essentially gotten over the appearance of his dead girlfriend
Pretty
not 10 minutes
fucking
ago.
quick.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's
that's about it.
That's where the episode ends. Pete, it is time to dance oh so merrily through the streets with our sticks, and to only talk about what we can only talk about is the daft cunt of the week.
What do they think they're doing? Your ham-fisted bun vendor. He's an unimaginative plodder. Apart from losing the master and the missile, you're doing very well, Brigadier. I helped you devise a less idiotic plan of attack of all the idiotic suggestions. You're an idiot.
You will bring a terrible retribution upon yourselves if you persist. Shut up, you silly old fool. You would dare to harm the great wizard Queequeg-Quad?
Charming. Yeah, they're round the twist, if you ask me.
Do you have one?
Whoever controls the delayed bus signs for not getting help.
Oh yeah, because they've
gone through the effort of putting the "we are delayed."
Yeah, but not like emergency line or just fucking run.
Yeah, literally, they could have anything they want written on those things, and they've gone with delayed.
There's a brilliant. I hate to ever talk about the series because it feels like this might be like the competing series that we should never talk about. But Primeval does a rather wonderful moment where there's a mammoth on a motorway and there's a car that's overturned with a lady and a young child in it, and she's screaming and it's aggravating the mammoth, and the lead saying, we got to get through to the highway agency to get her to calm down because we can't go over there because it will spook it, but she being loud is spooking it.
Yeah.
And then one of the nerdy one gets through to the highway agency and he details them to say shut up on the fucking board.
Brilliant.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, that's my daft cunt of the week. Whoever was in charge of the signals on the bus.
My daft cunt of the week, and it does feel like a little bit of a cop out, but I feel like it is an absolute crime that we didn't get to see it, is the exchange presumably between Quill and whoever was at the bus station prior to, because those things are constantly manned.
Yep.
So they would have been an exchange.
Yep.
And I just want it to be like we described earlier, bus now, tell me basics.
Basic details, please.
I just would have loved to have, because you're not saying no to Quill.
No, you're not.
No.
You're saying yes and step on me as you do it, please.
Oh no, that's going to be a shirt.
Essentially, that's what's going on, right?
Yeah, that is exactly what it is.
That is the energy she exudes.
But yeah, so it's whoever decided not to write that as a scene.
So, but yeah, fair enough.
But yeah, thank you so much. Oh, we've done it again.
Guess what, guys?
Do it.
We have a Twitter.
Woo! You are absolutely right, good sir. And it is where you can find the full episode catalogue to this wonderful wiki-wacky Docky Who rewatch podcast and other series that run parallel to it. We also put up some Big Finish stuff. The catalogue for the audiobook is up there as well, but also a little poll where you can decide where we go, and we'll listen to you, maybe. But until the next time, Pete and I are blasting off into time and space.